idea that we can control anything is purely an idea. Manifesting anything is an intention coupled with trust, and that's it.
Sometimes I think as humans, depending on, what gender you are, what culture you live in, what time and place you live, the movies you see, you have kind of a prescribed way of how life is supposed to go and what's supposed to be happening more or less at the different stages of your life. And I think knowing that, being told that, then having expectations of that, sometimes forces you into situations that may not be the right time for you, the right time and place. And you deal with the repercussions of that in your life.
Like when I look at myself and I'm really truthful when I'm trying to be controlling about something, or in control of a situation, that's my anxiety. That's my neuroses.
Because everything I have has to be the way I want it to be is really one of, I believe, fear as a teacher, one of its greatest voices. It's one of the greatest grips that it has, because we're so fearful in so many ways in our society that if we have control, then we feel we'll have less to be afraid of. And it's actually the opposite. The more you try to be in control, the more it will cultivate fear in your life, because it's a facade of being in control.
I became so clear that I couldn't control anything, and that there was either the option was to stay in the numbness of the way that I was living and trying to control everything and failing miserably, or there was this will to find a different way. And I realized that I had to get willing to do everything differently, because it wasn't okay with me to walk around like a dead person.
For me, there's got to be some place between control on the one hand, where we're trying to control and manipulate everything into existence, and feeling like a victim, feeling like we're stuck and overwhelmed. And for me, the answer to that is learning how to navigate. By learning how to navigate life, we can work with circumstances beyond our control, but we can still cultivate choice and meaning and growth.
But honestly, you're not giving up control if you're including more. You're just letting more in.
And you're cultivating choice.
Yes, definitely.
And for me, choice is a place of power, for my place of power, and my place of knowing myself, and all these things in my life, like my spiritual practice and sacred dance and my music and my, all these things. For me, choice feels like it's coming from that place, and again, like a deep body wisdom place.
And cultivating choice is so key to slowly extracting oneself, without even realizing you're doing it, from the mindset of everything has to be the way I want it to be. By having more choices and opening oneself up to that, then you ease the pressure of having to feel like you're in control, and it eases that fear. And as that fear eases, then you can start to look around and see the world around you and understand that there might be other ways to go.
Mm-hmm. Being aware that there are a myriad of possibilities always, and no one ever really knows what exactly they are going to be, is the biggest part of human living, or the biggest part of life,
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested in seeing what happens when we let go of control, and that we're creating room to have a conversation with the unknown in our daily life. And when we start to have a conversation and we start to make room for the unknown to come and inform our lives, well, then really cool things happen. We meet amazing people. We have amazing experiences. We grow parts of ourselves that we wouldn't normally have access to had we stayed within our nice little box of control.
Being open to all the variables of possibility is the only thing that allows for an authentic, lived experience. And probably the most imaginative and the most creative kind of outcome occurs because you're following the energy. You're not blocking and holding and trying to push certain things one way and certain things out.